say, Ante, you wanted more playing time coming into the season. You got 47 minutes. Was that enough for you? And just talk about the last shot.
Like I said, it's not when we drew up. The ball was supposed to go to CJ. The way they were defending us, I didn't think it would work because, they were pressing him, but I know I had a lot of time to take the ball up the court, took the best shot, and thank God it went in.
39-13. Just talk about this night for you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew coming into the game, I knew that it's going to be a hard matchup for me because they got length, they play with two bigs, they protect the paint well. But I did what I felt like was needed to get the win tonight. I'm proud of my teammates as well. They really found me a couple of times in the overtime in the regulation to score some easy baskets. So big team win for us. We got a quick turnaround that we got to be ready for Sunday.
Darren, just talk about what it was like to be back out there again after going through what you went through last year.
For that to be the first game back, that wasn't what I expected. But I don't know. I just enjoyed being back out there with the guys. It was fun. The atmosphere was fun. I felt free. Like I wasn't. I didn't have to worry about anything. I felt good. It felt great. It felt amazing to be back out there and just playing. It was just good.
You want to maybe ease back into it, but then you got this game.
Yeah, it was going to be an ease into it, but when you don't call, you gotta go. So
I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I'm sorry. I've met you, so
they will.
You will. So you had some really key baskets there in both the overtime period. Just talk about having the confidence to do that and what this atmosphere in this game was like.
Yeah, for sure. I picked up 2 early fouls in the first half. Second half, I got a quick third one, so I knew the team needed me at the end of the day, and I knew I had to come in and give us some sparks. So I'm just glad my team was able to hold it down. Ante, Debo, all of our other guys are just super impactful. So we have numbers, whether or not I'm on the court or not. So. And I just knew that I love the game and I want to win games for the city and for this team. So I had to just go out there and do what I could.
For kind of both you guys, what's it like to see a guy have a 39 and 13? That's impressive on any level.
I can't say I've played with somebody else that can go get 30 for me. So I don't know. He's surprising me more and more the more we play. So credit to him and credit to us as a team. Just stick together through that battle right there and come out on top.
That's kind of for all y'all, just lots of high level shooting, high level. I mean, what was it like just to be out there in that kind of in a game like that?
Yeah, I felt like every time we would go up 3-4, they would hit some big shots. Part of it was our mistakes because we didn't find them in transition. But I mean, they're a good team. They're so talented. And we made some big shots too. I mean, they were 3+1. Lazar in the overtime, I felt like those layups really mattered. So I mean, really everybody gave us spark tonight. I ended with a last shot, but there's so much more that came before that, so I can put us in a situation to win. So I'm really proud of my guys and coaching staff. So.
Obviously, just an unbelievable game by both teams. Literally could have gone either way, flip of a coin. I don't know if I can't speak for them, but I don't know if we'd have had enough gas to play a third overtime. Could have used the bench a little bit more, but you get in those situations and guys are playing well and on offense. But man, I think the only game I've ever been a part of that remind me of was the Kansas State Xavier game. My first year in the NCAA tournament to get to would have gone to the Elite Eight had we won it. And it was a double overtime game. Nobody could stop either team. It was very reminiscent. The only difference was I was actually on the winning side tonight, which feels a heck of a lot better. And what can I say about Ante? I mean, he's cementing himself as a Charleston legend, and rightfully so. But I thought some other guys stepped up. I mean, Debo has only been practicing for about 3 weeks, 2.5 full. He's an extremely talented player, and we didn't want to play him that many minutes, but he was so effective. It's hard to take him out, and then Daywell got in foul trouble. So, and I thought Lazar came in and actually really helped us in the overtime with his switching, his ability to finish around the basket, make free throws. So, all in all, man, just really pleased with our group. Told him if we kept it to 12 turnovers or less, we could beat this team. And we ended up going double overtime and had 12 turnovers. So, I guess in one sense, I proved prophetic.
This early in the season to have that many high level, high quality shots and plays. I mean, to me, that's amazing. What was your take?
Yeah, I mean, hats off to a couple of their kids that, I thought they were good shooters. I didn't think they were, to the level that they showed tonight. But that's what good players do. They rise up, to the challenge. I thought, for us, we were playing a very different team in terms of how they play defense than we see every day in practice. Their length, their ability to pressure, you saw that in the first 4 minutes of the game. It sort of punched us in the mouth with their denying. And so as the game wore on, we got a little bit more comfortable with it, but we also got more fatigued, so it was hard to keep cutting. And so, again, we got to use a few more players, but I thought just an epic game.
Yeah, you said you got punched in the mouth. They got into that lead, and then you guys went on a 14-0 run. What kind of changed for you?
Well, I thought we did our job defensively on ball screens that really hurt us in the beginning. They were actually setting a ball screen for their four-man, which is, very unusual. And, 3 quick buckets. I thought our aggressiveness on the ball screen coverage produced some CJ deflections, some steals. We got out, and pretty soon the score was just about even. It was very reminiscent of the game they played against Central Florida. They came out like gangbusters, got up 12-2 at Central Florida, which is a tough place to play. And then Central Florida had the chops to get back in the game and ultimately win. So I reminded our team of that in the first TV timeout. But until you actually do it on the floor, it doesn't really matter what Central Florida did. We've got to do it.
Talking about Ante in the last play, he said that was not designed to go to him. I'm sure that when he put it up, you were like, what do you think? Go ahead.
Well, so we probably haven't spent as much time as we need to in the game situations. There's only so many hours of the day, and trying to cement our principles on both ends of the floor is way more important to me than an end game situation. We had a home run pass type of play. My concern and worry was if, for whatever reason, on that that long throw, if the ball doesn't get touched and goes out of bounds, Florida Atlantic has it right under our basket with 3-point-something seconds left, and we don't have any timeouts. So I wanted to at least get the last shot because we didn't at the end of regulation, and we didn't in the first overtime. So I said somehow we're going to try to figure out to get the last shot. So we were trying to flash Ante, hoping that CJ's man would be a little bit more denial and making him catch it towards the baseline. That way he'd be on the wrong side, and maybe we'd get a quality three or as close to the basket as we could. And, Ante just said, I'm going to take it over. So I'll acquiesce to the big captain.
What does a win like this mean for you guys, moving forward, maybe gaining some confidence, maybe gaining some team chemistry and so on?
I don't know. It remains to be seen. I think the most important thing is how do you handle success? We obviously sprayed water bottles around the locker room, and in 48 hours or less, we're going to be playing a really good Liberty team. And so the challenge for us is, can we look forward rather than look backward? We tweeted that the other day that good teams look through the windshield, not the rearview mirror. But in terms of today, really happy with our resilience, our ability to sort of bounce back from how we started, and then also some of the gut punches we took in those overtimes.